Welcome to the Daily Democrat's News in Brief. I'm Jim Smith, editor of the Daily Democrat. Woodland police and school staff searched Woodland High School early Friday morning after an unknown person threatened to bomb the school. Vice Principal Judy Seamus said the school received a phone call from an unidentified adult man threatening to bomb the school and hurt students. The school was searched, no bomb was found, and students were allowed to attend class as usual. In other school news this past week, the Woodland School Board has voted to approve the winning bid for the Pioneer High School bleachers. Southern Bleachers, located in Graham, Texas, will construct the project for slightly more than $1 million. The project will include bleachers holding 3,000 spectators, 2,000 on the home side and 1,000 on the visitors' side, and a press box as well as a wheelchair lift. The board originally approved the project in June of last year and since then has approved the design plan for the project. 2 bids were accepted on January 22nd, including the winning bid by Southern Bleachers. Well, from necessities to novelties, the Woodland Costco will have aisle upon aisle stocked with enough variety to tempt even the most frugal of shoppers at their grand opening scheduled for Friday on February 22nd. Business will commence following a ribbon-cutting ceremony scheduled for 8 a.m. at the store, located at the northwest corner of County Road 102 and Interstate 5 at the Gateway Shopping Center. Well, with the 7th season of American Idol well underway, local Idol wannabes might want to venture nowhere further than outside Yolo County to cut their own album. That's right, you can go ahead and be an American Idol star right here in Yolo County. Hayden Rock Records, they're a small professional music studio and a production business. They can be found nestled in rural Dunnigan, just south of the Colusa border. It's beneficial to be out in the middle of nowhere, said owner, founder, and music producer Brandon Keaton, who began recording bands inside his house in the summer of 2007. Keaton is finishing his first official production for the local Woodland rock band, Same Time. Since opening his doors to the public, Keaton has worked with 4 other bands, all through word of mouth. Keaton's love affair with music, including being a musician himself, began years ago after hearing one particular song when he was a freshman at Pierce High School in Arbuckle. An unidentified 18-year-old woman from Esparto died at 2:42 p.m. on Tuesday after crashing her Pontiac Sunbird into a tree alongside County Road 89. CHP Officer Curtis Reese said the woman was driving northbound on County Road 89 at high speeds when she inexplicably lost control and swerved off the road. Her identity still hasn't been released, and our condolences, of course, go to her friends and family. Well, 3 very successful years have passed since Rebecca Reinhardt opened Tazina Bistro on Main Street in Woodland, and Rebecca now she's basically hasn't forgotten her humble beginnings, if you will. With the success of Tazina, Reichhardt is now planning to expand her business model by adding a steak and potatoes restaurant at a nearby place in downtown Woodland. Recently, the self-described workaholic pitched her business plan to a panel of judges in a contest for women entrepreneurs called Make Mine a $1 Million Business. Though it wasn't aired on television like American Idol, the format of the American Express sponsored competition was similar to American Idol auditions. In the end, Reichhardt was one of 10 people selected to receive the grand prize, which included financing, coaching, and marketing, as well as technology, resources she will certainly be using to achieve her most recent goals. We'll be looking forward to the second restaurant that Reichhardt is opening. Well, a majority of Yolo County supervisors directed staff this past Tuesday to work with Clark Pacific in a request for rezoning 90 acres of the former Spreckles Sugar Mill property north of Woodland from agricultural to heavy industrial usage. The process for rezoning will require staff to study the effects of the request before bringing a recommendation back to the Board of Supervisors for approval at a later date. Clark Pacific is a precast concrete manufacturer based in West Sacramento, and they're planning to open their 3rd plant at the Spreckles facility located just north of Woodland again as early as this year. UC Davis police arrested a former student who allegedly robbed at gunpoint main cashier's office at Dutton Hall this past week. According to Julia Ann Isley, Senior Public Information Representative for the campus, officials at the UC Davis Police Department said 24-year-old Charles Lorenz Rambo of Murrieta entered Dutton Hall at 11:30 a.m. and proceeded to point what initially seemed like a black-handled gun at cashiers. Rambo was booked at Yolo County Jail on charges of robbery, terrorist threats, theft with priors, and violation of probation. He was formerly a political science major at UC Davis and last registered for the winter section at 2004. Well, in upcoming entertainment news this week, the Woodland Opera House will present Sarah, Plain and Tall, a tale set in the early 1900s from the Newbery Award-winning novel by Patricia McLaughlin and the Hallmark of Fame movie starring Glenn Close. The show will open on Friday, February 22nd, and run the weekends through March 9th. The play is narrated by Woodlander Rebecca Beeland. Well, that's all we have for this week. I'm Jim Smith, editor of the Daily Democrat. If you want more news and information on what's taking place in Yolo County, you can read the Daily Democrat's hard copy or click back to read the Daily Democrat's website, dailydemocrat.com. Have a good week.